Have you ever gone into a room or some other place to look for something, and when you got there, you forgot why you were there because you were distracted by something or somebody along the way? Maybe someone called your name, or you noticed something out of place, or you bumped your foot on something and you were in pain. Whatever it was, it distracted you. Your mind was no longer on the task at hand. You forgot. Some people try to retrace their steps in hopes of remembering what they were originally thinking. We do that as souls too. We leave ourselves breadcrumbs so that we can find our way back to ourself, to our authentic self, to our purest intention for ourselves and our lives. It could happen through deja vu. Wait, haven't I seen that before? I could have sworn this looks so familiar, Or synchronicities, things that just happen that is like, wait a minute. How did I arrive here at the same time as that? And oh my goodness. How is this possible? Synchronicity, just things just lining up. Or maybe it's experiencing the yes from something that is too good to be true, or the I know you lying about something that's just too awful to be right. Regardless of how random things appear, we are always in journey back to ourselves. And even with all of the possibilities, we can find our way home. We can find our way back to ourselves. I want to talk about what it means to have the seed of God and all that is its attributes inside of us. How do we get here? On this side, in the very dense space that we call Earth, what can be seen, heard, touched, tasted, and smelled has the greatest value. From the moment we enter these five senses, help us become grounded in our earth journey that is beginning. So much so that intentional deprivation of any aspects of our five senses in our early formative years can literally be destructive toward our ability to grow and mature. You've heard the stories. This child was not touched. This child was left in a chair. This child was left in a closet, deprived of all of these things, our senses, and how it affected their maturity and their growth. We symbolize time as the hands on the clock that has been based on human perception of time because of the Earth's relationship to the sun. Our seasons, how as the Earth turns on an axis and revolves around the sun, we experience our own brand of winter, spring, summer, and autumn based on where we live on the planet. We experience time. We watch flowers that bloom as the beginning and the birth of something, and then leaves that fall as the end of a cycle and going into hibernation, only to burst forth again. We recognize time based on being on Earth in this dense planet and our relationship to the sun. That is how we perceive time. That is time. However, the journey of the seed of spirit that will be experienced as a soul in a body does not begin there. Allow me to use my imagination for a moment, because I am a child at heart, and I believe that's so important. But just go with me in my childlike imagination and daydream with me for a moment. So I believe that we each had a meeting with God. Before we were in our mother's womb, we had a meeting with God. We were and have always been known of Creator. We were intentional and in our perfection action before we experienced the heaviness through the earth journey, we knew why we were coming. We knew we were coming here. We knew that. And we knew that we were special and that we were set apart for a particular journey. And in that state, we knew that no matter what we would later experience, we knew that we were supremely loved and supported by Creator, by Source, by all that is, by I am. But we also understood that the journey of spirit into the womb of a woman would mean that we would be cloaked in a soul that would forget every